Good morning, College Park. Welcome to 9 News, as you will be experiencing temperatures in the 100-degree range throughout the week of May 1st. On Wednesday and Monday, we may or may not have a 20% chance of rain, as a low-pressure system may or may not develop over the region. For temperatures to be in the 100-degree mark at this time of May is fairly unusual. So what does this mean? Humidity and dew points will be extremely high, so I advise all people with asthma and health problems to stay inside and only go out when you need to. This is your weather forecast. Thank you for listening. Now let's take a look at this season's first hurricane. Hurricane Jasmine continues to linger out in the Gulf of Mexico, but she is expected to make landfall by Tuesday afternoon. This hurricane is now considered the worst storm of the century. It is what we call a Category 6 hurricane, with winds exceeding over 180 miles per hour. The reason why this storm is so intense is because global temperatures have risen by 2 degrees Celsius since 50 years ago in 2012. Since the air masses are warmer, they are able to absorb moisture from the oceans. The warmer the oceans, the more intense the hurricanes will be. According to NASA, global warming is the increase in the Earth's average surface temperature due to rising levels of greenhouse gases. Since 1884, after the industrialization period, the Earth's atmosphere has rapidly warmed and average temperatures have increased. Cooling periods have been occurring every 10 years. Humanity will cease to exist if temperatures continue to increase. Anthropogenic climate change is a long-term change in the climate due to human industrialization of fossil fuel burning and increased emissions of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This will affect global warming by causing glaciers to retreat and ice caps to melt. Over the past century, the size of the Arctic ice caps have decreased as the Earth warmed. When intense melting of the ice caps occur, the trapped CO2 escapes into the atmosphere. As hot temperatures warm the oceans, the water molecules expand and sea level rise occurs. If all glacial ice melts, ocean salinity will be affected. Who exactly will be affected? What about the risk caused by global warming and climate change? Everyone. Polar bears and other Arctic animals will become extinct. Farmers will no longer be able to grow or sell crops if longer drought periods continue to occur. People below sea level will lose their homes and lives due to intense storms, and flooding will destroy properties. Poor air quality from high temperatures and air pollution will cause severe asthma and also health problems. Economies will face long-term depressions, prices will increase, and people will lose their jobs. Here's a list of a few strategies for sustaining and mitigating the environment. We can adopt cap and trade in order to set a limit on the amount of carbon emissions, promote industrial and personal energy efficiency in homes. We can also use liquefied natural and shale gas instead of coal. Subsidizing hybrid vehicles and having hybridized public transportation systems will be a good idea. Also, we can rely more on solar and hydroelectric power. We can induce social, financial, natural, and human assets such as money, homes, stocks, and accounts receivable. For example, we can use an accounts receivable asset against fossil fuel companies by making them owe debt if they continue to exceed the carbon emissions limit. We can also use human assets such as homes and buildings by forcing them to implement energy efficient technology and objects. Communities can enhance resiliency by investing in management disaster preparation plans, taking risks, and communicating better. If we adopt these strategies, limit the burning of fossil fuels, then little to no carbon dioxide will be released into the atmosphere due to human activity. Failure to adapt to climate change and mitigation will eventually cause civilizations to collapse. It's important that we adapt in order to reverse climate change. Thanks for listening.